So, between Apple and Samsung, which do you think is easier to use?
Apple, I suppose,
And why do you think that?
because it's pretty more straightforward than Samsung, I suppose.
Okay. And between Apple and Samsung, which do you think looks better between like the Android phones and the iPhones? Which
I'd say Samsung looks better.
and why do you think that?
I don't know, in my opinion, it feels they look better.
Okay.
I mean,
Between the two, which has the better apps?
probably Apple. That's more diverse, I guess, and yeah,
Okay.
it feels like every app that Samsung were to have, Apple would as well, but it's not necessarily vice versa. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And then which do you think is an original idea? Like, do you think Apple had the idea for the smartphone or the versions that are out now first, or like Android, Samsung?
I'd say Apple. That was the first I knew of, at least. So I'd say them, but yeah.
And are you an Apple or Samsung owner?
I own an Apple iPhone
Do you like it?
4. Yeah, I like it.
How long have you had it for?
Like 6 months.
Have you ever owned a Samsung product?
Yeah, I had the Droid several years ago.
What did you think of the Droid?
I liked it, I suppose, but I just like that Apple superior, I guess.
And that's why you got rid of it?
No, I broke it unintentionally, and yeah, so then when it came time to get a new phone, it was like around the time that Apple, I'd always wanted an iPhone, but it was, see, my carrier is Verizon, and they did not initially carry the iPhone, so then when I was able to get a new phone and the iPhone was available, I chose to get that.
Did peer pressure play any role in
No.
getting an iPhone? Since
No.
everybody else has an iPhone.
No, well, everybody else has an iPhone for a reason, so I felt as though it would be worth getting an iPhone.
Do you feel more accepted now since you have an iPhone?
No.
No? Go ahead.
Okay, so between Apple and Samsung, who has the easier phone to use?
Definitely Apple. I mean, the iPhone, everyone has it because it's easy to use. It has a very good user interface. And I used to have a crappy Samsung phone, but I haven't tried any of the Droids or anything, but I would assume they are not as good as Apple iPhones.
Okay, and who had the original idea of the current version that we see as a smartphone?
I believe Android came out with that first, and Samsung, they had the original smartphone idea. Apple just perfected it.
Okay, and whose phones are more customizable to what a person wants?
Definitely Apple, because they have so many cases that you can pick, different headphones. It's very diverse, and they're really easy to use.
Do you have an Apple or a Samsung?
I have the Apple iPhone 4.
Have you ever owned a Samsung product?
I did, and
Why did you get rid of it?
because I wanted the iPhone. Who doesn't want an iPhone?
Do you feel more socially accepted that you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like them all.